Okay, so welcome to another Skyline video. Last video you saw me do a whole bunch of stuff and we finished it off by sanding the chassis down. Yesterday I got it in etch and high build primer. This morning Taylor and I have blocked it down with 400 and got it ready for the white undercoat before the EV1 Lightning Yellow. Because I've got to do the same thing like 3 times, I'm only going to film the final stage, which is the yellow, and I'll just film little like stage bits. So once the primer's done, which it is, I'll film a little bit. Once the white's on, I'll film a little bit, and then I'll film the whole process of doing the yellow. There's just no point filming the same thing 3 times, but yeah, let's get into it. Now that the car's all masked up, I'm off to lay the factory white, which will help with coverage and vibrance of the yellow base coat. I don't want to film too much of the same stuff, so I'm going to paint it off camera and then show you once it's done. Alright, so it's the next day and the chassis is all white and dry. I wasn't documenting it, but unfortunately something reacted with the paint on the driver's side rear quarter. So I had to wait for it to dry, sand it all back to primer, and then now I've got it back in high fill. I was planning on painting everything yellow in one day, but unfortunately because I've now had to re-high fill the driver's side quarter on the chassis, I'm gonna have to sand that back, do another coat of white before I go yellow. So I'm just gonna do every other panel, all the removable panels, the doors, bonnet, boot, kit, everything, and then I'll do the chassis tomorrow. Everything's sanded down and ready. I just need to inflate the booth, get in my paint suit and get painting. So that's what we're jumping into. Set up and wiped down. I'm just about to jump in the paint suit and start laying the yellow. I don't have anyone to help me film, so I'm just going to set up a GoPro somewhere and hopefully get some good shots. So to catch the video up to speed, it's the next day. All of the removable panels are yellow and dry. I sanded back the high fill on that driver's rear quarter that had the reaction and sprayed white. Sanded the white back down now. Done the whole chassis. Just about to give it a wipe down, push it out, mask it off, and in the booth.
suppose it's that Fast and Furious spec, isn't it, when they'll rock up to there and he's jumping.
Got the final coat down and I'm ecstatic with the final product. It looks amazing. Had a little bit of trouble at the start there. The breather hole in the paint cup was just a little blocked, but unblocked that and it was smooth sailing from there. It come off the gun really flat and I'm pretty happy. I'm still gonna wet sand it and give it a buff, but just gonna let it dry now, have a pack up, and then I got somewhere to be. So I'll pick this up probably tomorrow. So it's the next day and the car's unmasked. My initial impressions of the color is it's a little paler than I would have liked. I was expecting something a little more vibrant. I'm not sure if it's just the paint brand that I used or if EV1's actually this sort of pale. It doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty killer in the sun. So we'll push it out in the sun and get some shots and mock up a little bit of the kit as well. So after spending what feels like an eternity sanding and polishing, the car is finally 90% done paint and panel wise. I'm just waiting on my side skirts and rear bar to show up, as I've changed kits from what you just saw, as well as my engine bay. I'm still undecided on a few things in the engine bay, which I'll get to in another video, but that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.